Drills Talk, episode 42. In this episode, we're going to discuss the top 4 reasons you're using social media incorrectly. This is based off of a blog I wrote entitled Anything for Attention, and that fits a lot of people. We need to discuss this because social media has like grown into this like big blob of uselessness, and that's not what it has to be. And for us people who are entrepreneurial, you definitely don't need to partake in that part of social media. There's nothing wrong with scrolling down and seeing funny memes and ha 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 and laughing, but this social media is the most efficient way to make your money and represent yourself. And some of the stuff we put on there is just nobody's business. No one cares, but we do it anyway, and our reputation is plummeting. Let's fix this. Top 4 reasons now.
Yo, Drills.
Drills Talk, episode 42. This is the top 4 reasons you're using social media incorrectly. Before we get started, please like, subscribe, comment if you would like to comment. Please join the team. Every Monday, we have a new blog. Every Wednesday, new Drills Talk, new vlog. Every Friday, I drop a new instrumental beat produced by me. Great channel to follow. Thanks for everybody who does follow. If you're new and you just hit that subscribe button, thank you. I appreciate it a lot. Making the channel, grow, and that's my job, and that's what I'm trying to do. So I appreciate your help. Let's get started. Number one. Number one is non-beneficial posts. Now, every now and then you're gonna run into a meme. You just have to share it, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you're not a comedian. I mean, you don't have to bombard the people who know you in your close circle who are actually following you with just ridiculous amounts and waves of uselessness. Why are you doing that? People have to see that, or at least scroll past it. You should be more considerate about what you're posting. If it's non-beneficial and it's something you just enjoyed, you can enjoy it. You don't have to share it with the world. We don't have to see it. I don't understand why everyone has to share every little thing that comes across their screen and make sure it comes across people like me and my screen. I don't want to see that, and I do have to see it, or I have to unfollow you, and now you are putting real, posts on there, and I'm not seeing them because of all the garbage you've posted in the past. Just keep that in mind. Non-beneficial posts. Non-beneficial can also be hurting your self-image. You're putting something there that, maybe 10% of your followers or people who follow your page can actually, see and say, okay, yeah, I know that part of her or him. And then it's the other 90% is like, what are they posting? Are you crazy? People have their, co-workers and their bosses following them on Facebook and Instagram, and they're just posting as if it's between them and their 4 closest friends. And it's not a good look. You really have to understand that social media is public. I don't care if your page is private. I don't care what you're doing. As soon as you hit that send button on any social media platform, it is now public. And we have to understand that. Think like that from now on. I am not just sharing this with such and such and such and such and such. If I share a picture, that picture is now out there. Whatever's in that picture is now out there. If it's a private message, it's still out there. If you ever no longer get along with this person that you're sending these pictures or these statements or these jokes to, and for some reason, later on you have a disagreement and all of a sudden those private conversations are no longer private. Keep that in mind. Utilize social media the correct way. Number two. Number two is you're being extra. So you're living for the gram. You're on Instagram and you're going places that you have no business going, but you did it for the photos. And now you're posting it and you're doing so much extra stuff. You're being so extra that you're kind of burning yourself out. You've made this a job, and this job doesn't pay. Now, there are people that can get enough following to it where it is paying, but they're still burning themselves out. And what we fail to understand, or the people who are doing it fail to understand, is that if you're doing something and you're not simply being you, you're going to burn yourself out. And as soon as you stop doing those extras, as soon as you stop being that extra person, those followers are going to go away because they're expecting you to stay here and you're already at your wit's end as far as how you're going to continue this. That's why it's best to be yourself. If yourself is enough, then you no longer have to work so hard to keep up this facade that you got going on. You don't have to travel to places that you weren't going to travel to. You don't have to go out and rent a car or buy a car that you really can't afford, but it looks really good in pictures and it makes people think that you're extremely successful. Why are you doing that to yourself? That's not what social media is for. Social media is for living your life, and when good things do happen, whenever they do happen, whenever your time is come and you're able to do exactly what you want to do and you're proud of yourself and you want to share it, take a couple of pictures, write a little caption and share it. That's real. You making things happen and making statements like, oh, well, yeah, such and such and such, that's just another day. It's not just another day. You spent all your money to make that day, and it was not necessary, because the people who followed you because of that picture or those pictures or that video are going to want to continue to see those same things, and you're going to get burnt out. And those people will go away and go to the next person who's, living a lie just like you were living, and they haven't gotten tired yet. Why are we doing this to ourselves? There's no reason to do it. Number three is you use it to be first. So there's a lot of popular television shows, and people just want to be first and say, okay, well, yeah, I watched it as soon as it was available, I watched it. I'm not going to wait until it comes on at night. And I'm not going to name the shows because, we know what shows there are that does that. So why must you announce that you saw the show first? What is that exactly doing for us? And what is it doing for you? Because for us, we don't want to hear what occurred. We're looking forward to watching it when we can sit down and watch it. The fact that you had the time to immediately sit down and watch it as soon as it was available is telling us what? It's telling us that you have a lot of free time. It's not making you look as if you're this insider, if that's what you're thinking it's doing. It's not. You're looking kind of like a loser, like, you're always free and you can watch things as soon as they're available. That's not that cool. It's not cool at all, really. So stop. Because I have friends and family who do the same thing. And I'm like, yo, if you spoil this show, I'm going to unfriend you. I don't want to know. I don't want to see it. I want to sit and enjoy it just like you sat and enjoyed it as soon as it came out. Well, it's going to take me a while. I'm not even going to be able to watch it when it shows on, the regular schedule. I'm probably going to catch it a few hours later, late night. And what's the problem with that? Well, I can't do it now because I went online to say happy birthday to a couple of people that were on my timeline, and I saw you and your statement about what occurred in that episode. For what? What is that about? I don't know. Stop it if you're watching this. If that's you, stop. Number four is a little deeper. This is attention hides your insecurities. So if you are in need of all this attention and this is really like your justification for almost being alive, that's bad. You have a lot of deeper issues that you really need to seek help for. It's not me making fun of you. I'm not trying to make a joke out of this. If the attention that you're receiving online is making you feel like you're justified in being the person that you are, it's making you feel better about how you feel about yourself without, like, say, if you didn't have an Instagram profile, you weren't on Facebook, that's bad. If you're a female and you feel that you have to take, scantily clad pictures and the amount of likes makes you feel justified in how you look, that's an issue. If you're a guy and, you are telling jokes and that's the only way you get a rise out of people, and if they don't say anything, you're just bad for the day, or you feeling bad for the weekend. You're sitting up all night trying to figure out how can I get the likes back. Or, you're a dude who kind of, poses with no clothes on and not a lot of clothes on, and you're looking for the likes from the females. It's just not what it's for. It's nothing wrong with it. You go on vacation, you have a couple of pictures, cool. But that their Instagram profiles were just all that. That's all there is. And they got plenty of followers. Whatever. Those followers, you can, whatever. What do you think those people are? Those are not the ones you want following you at all. You're not building a business. You're not making great money. And I know that there's a small amount, and that's the problem with this. There are a small amount that, for some reason, a company comes to these people and say, hey, I see you have 300,000 followers and, all your pictures or bikinis of boobs and butt, but I can, add this link to your picture and I can pay you a percentage. That's the dream. Is that the dream, or is the attention the dream? And the money, great, of course, because you need to take care of yourself. The attention is, what you want. I would say and suggest you actually meet a person that can give you that attention, tell you that you look good, tell you that you're valued, because on the real, you're gonna age, and the way you look now is not always gonna be the way you look. It doesn't happen for everybody. Some people do, you stay beautiful and tight your whole life, but that's not the norm for most people. The majority of us are not going to be as great looking as they were when they were in their 20s and 30s and 40s, or they're not going to be as tight body wise because you get older and your body just kind of gives up on you if you don't work out a lot. It's just what happens. So yes, Drills Talk, episode 42, the top 4 reasons you're using social media incorrectly. Use it, don't abuse it, be yourself, be happy, have fun, represent yourself like someone's watching that can hire you in the future or want to work with you in the future. Just represent yourself the best way you can. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's Drills.com. Check this out. It's Drills.